Hi. So as I did before, like the card description, because I'm still in my learning journey about the card, I'm just too lazy to go through the book. Not too lazy, but it doesn't motivate me to sitting down and reading and reading and reading. I kind of like go with the flow. So, as I noticed yesterday, justice and judgment, this is the judgment, it came twice, and the two different ducks. And the judgment and a justice, as I was want to do the judgment, but in my head is like saying, do the justice too, because it came. And it kind of like, ironically, how you saying it, judgment and justice, is like a same JJ. And then I just looked back at the video, and I see the judgment was under it, the justice. So that's what we were in energy, and they both twice show up in our reading, if you can remember. So I'm just trying to pull the picture of the justice girl who's carrying some kind of sword with the skill, this one. So if you remember, the judgment was here and the justice was here. It's my previous current energy, the previous video. So as I was doing my journey of reading each card what's representative, and then I paused for a very long time because I really was unable to figure out what I really want to do with tarots. Am I gonna be a tarot reader? Am I just here to entertain myself or you? Am I just trying to figure out something and I don't know what is it? I don't know. I'm sick with the vaccine and stuff like that, so I just gonna enjoy it. However, I don't have this company, I forgot what's the name. I don't have their book. I have a book for this company, and their judgment card, it's called Karma. So I'm gonna read Karma, but it's the same idea of the judgment here. And the justice is just a justice, is nothing different in here. Did I just pass it? Justice. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna read both of them. I hope this video doesn't get too long, but I'm just gonna. Oh, hold on a second. I forgot my glasses. I'll just bring my glass. I'll pause the video. Yeah, I paused the video and I have to turn it on in case if it goes off on me. I just turned on the air condition. I was cold and hot yesterday with all fever, and today my first day opening air condition. So I took this called Karma and Justice. It's same as judgment and justice, which is the energy, was the current energy for yesterday or today, whatever the case, where you are in a country. So let's see. The karma, it's numerology, it's XX, so I'm not sure if it's meaning 20. I'm not sure. Not yet in the numerology things going on. But so let's read. They are describing, saying, 3 people have joined hands and are raising them in celebration. as they look up at the totality of a solar eclipse. Interesting. I heard there is a solar eclipse coming. Huh? I think it is Scorpio. It looked like a very dark. Yeah, solar eclipse. They are family unit, a woman, a man in the center. So they are family, a woman and a man in the center. Okay. The family unit, a woman, a man in the center, and their child. The family has gathered for celebration of the eclipse. They stand before a magic circle where torches help to light their ceremonial area. The trio wear ritual robes with the purple sashes. Okay. It looked like, the priest, purple sashes. Okay. A magic circle where touch help to light. Okay. They stand before a magic circle where torches help to light their ceremonial area. The trio wear ritual robes with the purple sashes. Purple is powerful, and it's what is it? It's a spiritual and intuitive color. A good choice for. Sorry, did I move the camera? I lost my page. Oh, it came very quickly. Purple is powerful, and it's both a spiritual and intuitive color. A good choice for this card in the distance are a green field and mountain. Yeah, there is a green stuff here, and there is a mountain. That's for sure. Mountain is like so huge, but I never paid attention there was actually green at the background until I read it. In the distance, a green field and a mountain. Those mountains are classic symbol for this card and are believed to represent abstract thoughts. Yeah, they are like an abstract drawing on those mountains. So our other dimension of thinking. The light, it's strange, as with the eclipse occurring, it's both day and night. Yeah, this light, it reminds me of, how can I say, more of a dream. When I dream of this light. So it's like, it's a night, but I can see things clearly as a day, but it's not day, it's night. So that's eclipse, I guess. The eclipse reminds us that forces greater than yourself are at work here. The full solar eclipse traditionally indicate miracles and magic, and it is an enchanting reminder that deity is at work in your everyday life. So the eclipse, it's basically magic. The stuff we are basically doing, the tarot reader, the stuff that we are not really aware of it. Everything happened for a reason. Now you must come to terms with your past experience. Ask yourself what lesson you have learned from them. This way you can gracefully proceed with a greater understanding. So it's a karma. That's why they call it karma. It's basically reflection. And that's why you see here in this judgment, a reflection of herself. This is different, the girl acting her reflection, than this. It could be your shadow, it could be some stuff you worked on yourself and it came to the conclusion this way. So it came like the dancer or something. Or maybe she was hoping to be a dancer and she worked on herself so much that she became dancer. Or yeah, it's like you worked hard on certain things, and even if you didn't work hard, let's say you had a relationship and you did pretty bad on it, and you know, when they say when things fall on you, it's what you are. This based reality that we are having, it's created of us, of our thought. So basically, this is what the eclipse is telling you, that nothing it's happened for a reason. It's all made up by you. That's why they call sometimes people when they are doing bad stuff, and the other person would say, "Oh, karma will beat you," meaning it's your own reflection, and we are all. Probably that's why so much came in judgment or karma a lot. Now we are all reflecting on ourselves and on each other, because the time is going by more and more. We are getting closer and closer to each other. So we are all reflecting and helping each other in one way or another, whether in good way or bad way, it doesn't matter. That's why we are on this earth, to face both ways, the angel and devil, the black and white. There is nothing all white or all black. So here it says meaning. The karma card shows us that cycles and change have to be respected, and that everything happened for a reason. Honor the changes in your life and grow with them. There are, almost what I say. There are spiritual forces at work. It's time for you to make an important decision. Your destiny will be shaped by the choice you make today. Keep in mind that the karma to follow will be of your own making. So be aware of both your action and your magic on spiritual level. Karma always has its way. Work consciously to create a positive transformation. I mean, I agree. Like, you have to always think of positive, but don't think of like, oh, I did something really negative. I'm gonna really, karma will hit me, and I'm gonna be, getting really bad something. Don't put that in your head, because if you're gonna put that in your head, then that's what will happen. In this life, there is good and bad. I used to be like that, especially a few years ago, and watching tarots, it even increased that more. Tarot reader, it kind of causes you more in your head about things. Oh, you gotta do this and do that and do spiritual work. But if you look at it, tarot is not really spiritual work much. As a psychic, more it is. And what is it spiritual? You don't know what is it spiritual. It's just a religious. It's just, unfortunately, spiritual become just another religious, just like any other regular religious. It's not becoming the spiritual that is just enjoy life based on everything. It's not judgmental. spirituality at this moment, it become very, very judgmental. I used to call myself spiritual. Now I'm kind of shy to say I'm spiritual anymore, and I'm no longer spiritual, I have to say, in this years of life, because people these days spiritual meaning a lot of hypocrisy going on. Sorry to say that, but it's true. Okay, the key word: making positive change of your future, reality renewal, deeper spiritual and magical awareness, karma and destiny, reflection on past events, result of your past action. Deity associate, it's Horus, and astrology associates, it's Pluto. I think Pluto it's either Scorpio or I'm not sure, or Pisces, I'm not sure. If it's reverse like this way, bad judgment, regret, feeling the unfortunate consequences of the magical rules of 3. What goes around comes around. See, when they say, oh, karma will hit you, when it's in reverse. So always think in a kind of in a good way. That's why they say always think in a positive way. So that was the judgment, and it's very interesting. They call it karma, which is that makes sense. Now the justice, as you see in this card, is very beautiful how they draw it. Her reflection is totally different looking than her. Or it could be this is her. So that's mean justice is balance between good and bad, or like as her reflection look a little bit more demonic. This one is more sweet. This is more a little devilish. So in life, it's you have to be balanced on everything, and good and bad, and it's not everything it's sweet as people say. And in this deck, this is how it look like. Justice, she has one hand sword and one hand scale. The other one, it's she holding the scales with a sword. So we'll read, since we are reading from this book. So the justice in this book, it says, the Greek goddess of justice, Themis, sits at her temple. She looks at you carefully with a direct, thoughtful gaze. Themis holds a double-edged sword in her right hand. The sword symbolizes that balance must be preserved, even if it's by force in her left hand. Themis holds the scales, also equally balance the emerald in her crown. Oh, nice. Brooch pinned on her cape, promote emotional stability. Brooch, these things here in her cape. So this one, it's emerald, and this is brooch. So this is emotional stability and encourage wisdom. No one can see through the purple curtain. So like there is a purple curtain, just like the judgment there was a purple, but nobody is able to see what's behind it. It could be files from the courts. Just joking. Behind her, as it conceals the mysterious and the inner working of the universe. Yeah, it could be files of the universe. This is the central card of the 20 two major arcana. So so this was, I think this was a 20 or 21, and this is the middle 22, so it's 11. I will figure out. So if this is 11, this is 12. I'm curious, judgment, what's the number? It says XX, so 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So this one is 20 and this one is 11. 11, it's like the famous number these days, and I call it famous because it's gone too oversaturated. And the 20 also, it's a good number, I guess. That's when it starts all this things, the transformation 2020. So this is the central card of 22 major arcana cards. Since justice is at the center of our lives, and she will have her impartial outcome. Themis treat all with integrity and reverence, as she is in essence a neutral force. Just remind us of the law of karma and the idea of cause and effect. What we have done in the past and do now in the present will affect our future. It's just like the judgment. Wow. It makes sense. And that's why yesterday it came in the current energy, judgment and justice on top of each other. And it was a similar energy as I saw. It's a reflection of your own work, basically. The Justice card illustrates equilibrium, balance, and fairness. It is time to weigh your options and to assess your action in life. The black eye Susan growing in the Grecian urn elegantly symbolize justice. I have no idea what just I read. The black eye Susan. Is that the chick or the flower? Okay, we'll continue read. We'll figure out. Susan growing in the Grecian urns elegantly symbolizes justice in the language of flowers. Yeah, it's a flowers. Okay, those one. I was saying with the black eyes they are talking about. That is it. The Justice card is connected to both the High Priestess and the Karma. Oh, major arcana. You see? They just again confirmed it's connected to High Priestess and Karma, major arcana cards, which is that's why it came with the Karma yesterday. Like the High Priestess just as a neutral force, and it's linked to the Karma card. Remind us that in the end, Karma will always have its way. Da, 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 da. So that's why I keep pushing me today and yesterday. I'm like, a judgment and justice. Interesting. So this is the energy we are in at this moment. When the Justice card appear in reading, you need to ask yourself what is out of balance and what sort of justice you are looking for. What is it that seems to so unfair in your life? What action of yours have brought you to this point? Yeah, I've been reflecting a lot on saying I just have to do what I wanted to do. I'm like, well, that's we say it for a long time, but this is like a really I'm looking for an action, and I didn't care less by worrying, and I'm just like thinking of to do something I like to do all the time. What action of yours have brought you to this point? This card can represent legal matter and possible court case. It can also symbolize restoration of balance. It indicates that fair play, honesty, harmony, and balance are coming. Situation will work themselves out. Trust and leave the dispensing of the justice in the hands of gods. The key words: justice, legal matter, fair outcome, to court case, cause and effect, allowing the gods to take care of outcome, honesty, equilibrium, integrity, and equality. Deity association: Athena, Mat, Themis. Astrology association: Libra. Reversed bias, if it's reverse, Kim, bias, justice, delay, and fair outcome. So that's what the energy we are in at this moment. It's the judgment and the justice, and that's my representation for these both, which is called karma. This is like this card, when they say karma, it's like, you know what it is. And I love this card, this deck. I forgot their name, but it's the drawing. I thought I was in love with this and I would never change it. But somehow the other day I say, I want to switch to this because it feels so smooth when I'm working on it. And that was all. I hope you like this explanation, and I think it helped me a lot for my tarot reading for next time. Yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.